Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel CBSE classes. I am Aman and I am going to take your chemistry classes today. Okay. So before starting the syllabus, we will learn some basic concept which is required for your class 10th chemistry. Okay. First thing is learn elements name, symbol and its atomic number from 1 to 20. At least you have to remember 20 elements name, its symbol and its atomic number. Okay. Now we are going to start electronic configuration topics. Electronic configuration and formation of compound. If you don't know the formation of compound, you will not understand the first chapter of your chemistry, that is chemical equation and reaction. Okay. So first, electronic configuration. What is electronic configuration? According to this, the electrons of an atom are present in different cells, and the cells are K, L, M, N. Okay. In an atom, the electrons are not combined together. They are not residing together. They are in different cells. They reside in different cells, and the cell name are K, L, M, and N. Then how we will find the maximum number of electrons that can be present in a cell? For that we have a formula, that is 2n square, where n is equal to number of cells. Suppose we are going to find the number of electrons in K cell. We will use this formula 2n square. What is n here? N is number of cells, and we know for K cell n is equal to 1, for L cell n is equal to 2, for M cell n is equal to 3, and for N cell n is equal to 4. Now see here, for K, if we are going to find the maximum number of electrons, what will be that? 2 into n square. What is n? 1. 2 into 1 square is 2. For L, 2 into what is n? 2. So 2 into 2 square. What will that value? 2 square is 4. 4 into 2, 8. For M, 2 into n is equal to 3. So 3 square, that is 18. And for N, 2 into 4 square, that is equal to 32. These are the maximum number of electrons that can be present in K cell, L cell, M cell and N cell. For K, the maximum number of electrons can be present is 2. For L, it is 8. For M, it is 18. And for N, it is 32. Okay. Now, let's start the electronic configuration. Note it down or take a screenshot of it. Most of you have known about this, but the students who has forgotten the class 9 syllabus, so this is just a revision class. We will start the chapter from tomorrow. So electronic configuration. For example, we are taking chlorine. What is the atomic number of chlorine? 70. Okay, what is the atomic number of chlorine? 70. And we will divide this atomic number 17 means the number of electrons present in chlorine is 17. So we will divide that electrons into different cells K, L, M and N. So in first cell, you know the maximum number of electrons. Okay, I will write it here. For K, maximum number of electrons is 2, L 8, M 18 and N 32. Okay. So for K, maximum number of electrons can be 2. So we will put it here 2. Now how many electrons are remaining? 17 minus 2, 15. So 15 electrons are remaining. So how many electrons will be present in L? Maximum number 8. So we will write here 8. Now 8 plus 2, 10. How many electrons are remaining? 7. For M, it can be 18. So we will put it here 7. So electronic configuration of chlorine is 2, 8, 7. Another example, oxygen. Atomic number 8. So again, K. How many electrons will be there? 2. How many electrons are now left? Because out of 8 electrons, we have put it here 2. So the remaining electron is 6. So we will put it here because the maximum number of electrons that can be present in L is 8. So 6 is below 8. So it can be here. Now another example, take it as calcium, atomic number 20. Now in first cell we know 2, second cell 8, 8 plus 2 10, now remaining is 10. So what will happen here? Will I put the 10 electrons all in M cell? Shall I put? No. Here we have to put first 8 and then remaining 2 will be in N cell. This is an exceptional case. Exceptional case means after 18 we have to obey a rule that is called as octet rule. We have to obey a rule that is called as octet rule after 18. Means for 19, potassium K, atomic number 19, the electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 8 and 1. Now there will be a question, why? Because the maximum number of electrons that can be present in M is 18. So why we have put it here 8 only, and the next 2 electrons went into N cell. That is a major question, because there is a rule, octet rule. According to octet rule, the outermost cell of an atom, wants only 8 electrons in their outermost cell. Means any atom wants only 8 electrons in their outermost cell. For example, एक स्टोरी पे बात करता हूं. सपोज एक घर है जिसमें 4 बेडरूम्स है. ओके, एक बेडरूम में बहुत छोटा बेडरूम है, उसमें मैक्सिमम 2 मेंबर्स सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं, रह सकते हैं. 2 बेड्स लगे हुए. दूसरे में 8, थर्ड में 18 बेड्स लगे हुए और फोर्थ में 32 बेड्स है. बट ये आउट ऑफ 18 बेड्स, इसमें से 8 बेड्स हैं और प्लस 10 बेड्स जो है वो फ्लोर पे लगे हुए हैं. यहाँ पे जो 32 है उसमें से 8 बेड्स है और जो रिमेनिंग है वो क्या है, फ्लोर पे लगे. नाउ अगर आपके पास 2 गेस्ट होंगे तो आप के वाले रूम में बैठाओगे. नेक्स्ट 8 गेस्ट को एल वाले में बैठाओगे. अगेन नेक्स्ट 8 होगा तो एम वाले में. नाउ जो नेक्स्ट आएगा गेस्ट आपके रूम में, उसको क्या आप फ्लोर पे सुलाना अच्छा पसंद करोगे या उनको बेड दोगे आप? You will prefer to give him a bed, so you will transfer him to a next room N. That's why here the bed is full. We have to sleep over floor, so we have transferred the electron to next cell. Okay? जैसे ही यहाँ पे 8 electrons हो जाएंगे, the next electron will again go into M cell. Okay? This is octet rule. Understood? Now we will talk about valence electron and valency. Valence electron. What is valence electron? The number of electrons in the outermost shell of an atom is called valence electron. So what is the valence electron of chlorine? 7. This is its valence electron, because this is the number of electrons in the outermost shell. What is the valence electron of oxygen? That is 6. It is the valence electron. What is the valence electron of calcium? 2. Because the number of electrons in the outermost shell will give you the valence electron. Here what is the valence electron of potassium? 1. Okay, the valence electron is the number of electrons in the outermost shell of an atom is called valence electron. Did you understand this octet rule? Maximum every atom wants 8 electrons in their outermost shell. Okay, if the number of electrons will reach here 8, then the 9th electron will again go into M cell, and when it will become 18, then the next electron will again go into this and up to 32. Okay, now what is valency? Valency. What is valency? Tendency to combine. Tendency to combine with similar or other atoms. combine with similar or other atoms. Now we have a relation between valence electron and valency. Just see, valence electron, valency. Suppose if the valence electron is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why up to 1 to 8 only? Because the maximum number of electrons that can be present in the outermost shell of an atom is 8. So maximum number of electrons will be 8. So the valence electron will be 8. Now for valence electron 1, the valency will be plus 1. For valence electron 2, the valency will be plus 2. For valence electron 3, the valency will be plus 3. For valence electron 4, the valency will be plus minus 4. Okay. Now for valence electron 5, the valency will be minus 3. For 6, minus 2. For 7, minus 1. And for 8, 0. Because to find this, we need to do 5 minus 8. Minus 8 means the maximum number of electrons that can be present in outermost shell. Again for 6, 5 minus 8 we will get, 6 minus 8 we will get minus 2. For 7 minus 8 we will get minus 1, and for 8 it is 8 minus 8, that is equal to 0. Now what is this valency mean? What does it mean? Valence electron, we understood the outermost shell, number of electrons in outermost shell. But what does it mean? If the valence electron is 1, valency is plus 1. If the valence electron is 2, plus 2. Here minus. What does it mean? It means plus. All the plus valencies shows metals. All the plus valencies of an element shows these are metals. Minus shows non-metal. And this plus minus 4 may be metalloid or non-metal. Plus minus 4 means metalloid or non-metal. It means plus 1 valency, plus 2 valency and plus 3 valencies are metals. Plus minus 4 is metalloid or non-metal. Minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1 are non-metal, and 0 are called as, this group is called as noble gas. 0 valency means noble gas. It means it is the king of element. So write down this table or take a screenshot. Now see, plus 1 valency means the element whose number of electrons in the outermost shell is 8. So I have told you the octet rule. Now see, I have already explained you the octet rule. According to octet rule, every atom wants 8 electrons in outermost shell. Every atom wants 8 electrons in outermost shell. For example, sodium, atomic number 11, electronic configuration 2, 8, 1. Now the number of electrons in outermost shell is 1 and it wants to be 8. The outermost number of electrons in outermost shell should be 8. So what will it do? Either it will take 7 electrons from other to make it 8, or it will lose this electron so that this cell will be vanishes off, this cell will vanish off, and the remaining will be 2 and 8, and 8 will be the outermost shell, and that will be, according to octet rule, it will satisfy itself that the number of electrons in outermost shell is 8. Now think, is it possible to gain 7 electrons from other? If you have 1 rupee, will your friend give you plus 7 rupees to help you, or you have to give 1 rupee to him to help him? It is easy to lose 1 electron, or it is easy to gain 7 electrons? It is easy to lose 1 electron. Therefore its valency is plus 1. Therefore its valency is plus 1, because it is losing electron. Now it will become 2, 8, and this 1 will go up. That's why it will become ion. Now from atom to ion, because now it has a charge. Charge means, if sodium atomic number 11, it means number of electron is 11 and number of proton is 11. So for electron -1 charge, so -1 charge, and this is +1 charge, and total becomes 0. But in this case, number of electron becomes 10 and number of proton is still 11. So plus 11 minus 10, it will have +1 charge. This is +1. This +1 is the valency. This is the valency. Okay, we will take another example. Sorry friends, so camera automatically बंद हो गया था. Now let's start. Another example. We will take another example of magnesium, atomic number 12. Now what will be its electronic configuration? 2, 8, 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 2 12. Okay, this is the electronic configuration of magnesium. So what will be its valency? Valency will be +2. Now how the valency is +2 we will see here. See, for in the case of magnesium, what is easy? It is easy to lose 2 electrons or to gain 6 electrons from other atom. Obviously it is easy to lose 2 electrons. Okay, so since it will lose 2 electrons, the number of electrons in outermost shell will become 8 automatically, because it will lose 2 electrons. So this shell will vanish off. The remaining cell is only K and L. So outermost cell in the electrons in the outermost cell will be 8 only. See how magnesium atomic number 12, 2, 8, 2. Now this will lose 2 electrons and or it will donate 2 electrons to other atoms to form a bond. We will learn about it later. Now what happens? It has now only 8 plus 2. Magnesium 12, now it has only 2 and 8. Outermost cell, in outermost cell the number of electrons is 8. So octet rule followed. Now what happens here? See, in this case number of electron is 12, number of proton is 12. So electron will have -1 charge. So for 12 electrons -12, for 12 protons +12, it will become 0. So this is neutral. That's why it is in ground state, means it is atom. Now it has changed into ion. How? In this case number of proton is still 12 because it has lost its only 2 electrons, not its protons. This has donated, magnesium has donated only 2 electrons, not its protons. So the number of proton will still be same, +12 charge. Total proton charge on the proton will be +12. And number of electron is now 8 plus 2 10. So total charge on the electron will become -10 because one electron has -1 charge. So total electron will have -10 charge. So +12 -10 will become +2. That's why this +2 is the valency of this magnesium. So we can find the valency by this method also or this. So it is the easier method to find the valency because I have already given you the table, the relation between valence electron and valency. Here see, valence electron is 2, valency is +2. Just check the table. If valence electron is 1, valency will be +1. If valence electron is 3, valency will be +3. In case of 4, +-4. In case of 5, -3. In case of 6, -2. In case of 7, -1. And in case of 8, it will be 0. That is called as noble gases, the king of elements. They do not require any reactions because they are stable, because they have 8 electrons in their outermost shell. So the atom that has 8 electrons in outermost shell will become stable. All the reactions in chemistry happens to make the substances, to make the atoms stable. Now see one more example, chlorine 17. So 287, electronic configuration will be 287. For chlorine, see here, it has already 7 electrons in outermost shell. So it is easy to donate 7 electrons or to gain 1 electron from other. What will happen here? the chlorine will take one electron from other atoms like sodium, because it has to lose one electron, it has to donate one electron. So if it will donate one electron to chlorine, the number of electrons of the chlorine will increase. Now, what is the number of electrons now in this 2, 8, and one electron from other? So it will become again 8. Now the valence electron is 8, means the chlorine became stable. But in this case, see, number of proton is still 17, because the atomic number is 17, so number of proton is 17. So total charge will become plus 17. Number of electron here 8 plus 8, 16 plus 2, 18, and total charge minus 18. So it will become minus 1. So valency is minus 1. Check the table. I have already explained you. Valence electron 7. Valency is minus 1. Minus 1 valency means chlorine is atom or metal or non-metal. It is non-metal, because valency is in minus. If the valency is in plus, it will be metal. Okay. Now you understood this electronic configuration, valence electron, and how to find valency. Now we will learn how to form a compound, simple compound. Okay. So next topic is formation of compound. Formation of compound. Now how we will form the compound? For example, we are taking sodium and chlorine. We have to make a compound of sodium and chlorine. Sodium is different element, chlorine is different element. So we have to make a compound by using sodium metal and chlorine non-metal. Now, what is the valency of sodium? We have already seen the valency of sodium is plus 1. What is the valency of chlorine? We have shown. It is minus 1. What we need to do is cross multiplication. Means Na into 1. We will not consider this minus and plus. This shows only the metallic and non-metallic character, means gain of electron and lose of electron. But we have to take here only magnitude, not this plus and minus. Magnitude means 1, 1. Okay. So Na into 1 is Na, and Cl into 1 is Cl. So NaCl is a compound. This is called as sodium chloride. This is a compound NaCl, which is called as sodium chloride, and this is table salt. What we eat, what we use in cooking, this is the formula of that salt, NaCl, sodium chloride. How does we make it? Element, symbol, and इसके नीचे क्या डालना है अपने को? Valency. So general form. General form. What is general form? To form any compound, element, symbol, first element symbol, here second element symbol, and below that valency of 1, and here valency of second element, and we will cross multiply. Note it down or take a screenshot of it. This is the standard form to form any compound. To form any compound, I am repeating it. To form any compound. This is simple compound. We will make complex compound also, but the formula will be same. Okay. Now let us see more examples of this. Mg chlorine. What is the valency of magnesium? Plus 2. You can find it, or we have already done it. Minus 1. Cross multiplication. I have told you we have not to take this plus and minus sign. We have to take only this number, numerics. So Mg into 1, Mg, and Cl into 2, Cl2. This is also a compound. This is also a salt, Cl. And this is called as magnesium chloride. magnesium chloride. See here, this is metal, this is non-metal. If it previously we saw for sodium the formula is NaCl. For magnesium it is MgCl2. Another example, aluminium. For aluminium the valency is +3. It is -1. So it will become Al into 1, Al, Cl into 3, Al, Cl3. It is also a salt called as aluminium chloride. So see here, we have formed three chlorides, different chlorides: sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, and aluminium chloride. But their formula are different: NaCl, MgCl2, AlCl3. That's why we need to learn about the formation of compound, because when I will start the chapter, your chemistry, first chapter, chemical reaction and equation, and I will write MgCl2, Na2SO4, BaSO4, you will say, sir, there is BaSO4 for why it is Na2SO4. So just this is due to the valency of that elements, okay, or atoms. So these are the simple compounds. Now we have to learn the formation of compound by using polyatomic ion. For polyatomic ion, what happens? In that ions, there are two or more than two elements combined together to form a single ion. See, first note out the sub polyatomic ions and their valencies, and we will use that. This is very important. These were the simple compounds. Now formation of compounds by using polyatomic ion are very important. First one is ammonia. Ammonium. Ammonium. NH4, valency is +1. Okay. This is polyatomic ion. This is the symbol of that, and this is the valency. Second one is hydroxide. Second one is hydroxide, that is OH. Valency is -1. Okay. Third, hydrogen carbonate. Third one is carbonate. Sorry, fourth one. HCO3 -1, CO3 -2. Sulfide, SO3 -2. Sulfate, SO4 -2. Okay. Nitrate. Okay. Sulfate, nitrate, NO3 -1. Okay. Ammonium NH4 +1, hydroxide OH -1, hydrogen carbonate HCO3 -1, carbonate CO3 -2, sulfide SO3 -2, sulfate SO4 -2, and nitrate NO3 -1. And the last one is phosphate PO4 -3. Phosphate 4 -3. These are the valencies. I have written here the valencies. These are the name of the polyatomic ions. These are polyatomic ions. Okay. Now how we will form the compound by using these polyatomic ions? Let's see. Let's have an example. Okay. Sodium and SO4. What is that SO4? Sulfate. So what is the valency of sodium? We have already discussed. This is +1. And what is the valency of sulfate SO4? -2. So cross multiplication, what will happen? Na into 2, Na2, SO4 into 1, SO4. Na2 SO4. This is called as sodium. What is the name of this ion? Sulfate. Sodium sulfate. Okay. Let's take another example. aluminium sulfate. Okay, we are forming another compound, aluminium sulfate. Aluminium valency is +3 and this is -2. Cross multiplication, Al2SO4 into 3. So we will take here SO4 whole thrice because this is working as a single ion. This is working as a single ion. So this 3 will be multiplied to whole SO4. So we will read it as Al2SO4 whole thrice, and this compound name is aluminium sulfate. Okay, this is called as aluminium sulfate. Okay, now you can do many more examples, copy it or take a screenshot. Now form formula for calcium chloride and another one calcium carbonate. Okay, just see first calcium. Calcium is Ca. Chloride. What is chloride? Chloride means we are using chlorine. So what is the valency of calcium? +2. What is the valency of chlorine? -1. Cross multiplication, Ca into 1, Ca, Cl into 2, Ca, Cl2. That is called as calcium chloride. Another example, calcium carbonate. Ca. What is carbonate here? C. CO3. Valency is -3. Sorry, -2. CO3 -2. Here it is +2. Cross multiplication. So here it will be Ca2CO3 whole twice. We can cancel it out. 2 and 2. So the compound form is formula of the compound becomes CaCO3. These are the compounds formed by polyatomic ions. So we have discussed in this class electronic configuration, valence electron, valency. Okay, how to find out the valency? How we write the valency as +1, -1, +2, -2 due to the formation of charge by transferring of electron. Okay, by transferring of electron from metal to non-metal or gaining of electron from metal to non-metal. Non-metal gains electron, metals lose electron or donate electron. So how to find the valency as +1, -1? For the valency +-4, in most of the case they share their electrons. We will study this in third chapter of the chemistry, that is metals and non-metals. And now the last topic we have learned is the formation of compounds. We have learned two types of formation of compounds. First one is simple compounds, formation of simple compounds, and the second one is formation of compounds by using polyatomic ions. And this is very important. This is very important for your class test, because in every reaction you will see the compounds are formed with the help of this polyatomic ions. These are the examples. Now for practice you can prefer class 9 CBSE NCERT book, third chapter, atoms and molecules. You go through it and solve all the questions given in the chapter, so that it will be easier to you to understand, and there will be a revision for you also. Okay, so I will start the first chapter of chemical reaction and equation from tomorrow. Okay, bye, thank you.